Well, Danny, there's been a lot of talk about COVID and new restrictions being introduced. How's that affected you at Pompey?
Yes, it has. Obviously, it's. I don't think it's ever come out of the news. It's certainly very prevalent at the moment. It scares us all how quickly this virus can just accelerate, and because of the new variants, we've obviously, as a football club, continued to follow government guidelines and EFL rules. The EFL rules have stated that we now go into what's called red protocol, which basically means that we go back to the life that we were living maybe last season. So now back to face masks, back to staggered breakfasts and lunches. We have to be careful about the amount of contact we have in big numbers in indoor spaces. On match day travel, we will now travel again in two coaches, and when we stay over in hotels, it'll be back to single occupancy. So these are just some of the protocols that we're now following. But first and foremost, it's for everybody's safety, the players and the staff, and also anybody that we come into contact with. So we're very respectful of the virus, and we're making sure that we make our bubble as safe and secure as we possibly can.
Yeah, because I know that obviously part of those protocols is regular testing, and I know you've come out and said that some people within the organisation have tested positive. Is there any doubt over Saturday's game at this point going ahead?
Well, I think we're now testing daily, which is the right thing to do in the current circumstance. Like you alluded to, we have got some people in the organisation that have been tested positive for COVID, and they're obviously following the guidelines. We're really hopeful that the game goes ahead. Weekends are not the same without football, and Christmas is certainly not the same without football. So we're really hopeful that the game will go ahead. But we are in a situation where we don't really know what tomorrow brings, and unfortunately that is where we're at currently.
Yeah, is it just a case of kind of preparing for every eventuality at this stage and making sure that you have that level of preparedness whatever happens?
I think so. I think we're used to it to some degree, because obviously we've lived COVID for a long while now. Even in recent times, we've had some illness which has been non-COVID related, but has meant that we haven't been able to plan like we would like to. And when planning is a key part of your process, that can be quite debilitating. And we have had to be quite adaptable and pragmatic in recent weeks. And like we've been saying, find the solutions rather than the excuses. So I think we're well prepared in that respect. And yeah, we're ready to roll with the punches, as it were.
So assuming that Saturday's game goes ahead as planned, what sort of match are you expecting away at AFC Wimbledon?
Well, just the very toughest. We've obviously already played AFC Wimbledon twice this year. Really looking forward to going back to Plough Lane. So pleased for Wimbledon as a club that they now are back at their home ground. I know how hard they've worked, the football club, to make that a reality. And yeah, we have nothing but love here for AFC Wimbledon, but very respectful of them as a team. I think they have played with a real energy and a real fizz at the top end of the pitch. I think they press really aggressively. I think that when they lose the ball, they get after it and attack the ball and overload the ball and look to win it back at the first opportunity. They carry real threat on the counter attack, have some real speed in their counters, and the attacking players kind of play a 4-2-3-1 system, and the three behind the one have real freedom, which makes them very, very dangerous. And yeah, nothing but respect. And we know we go there anticipating just the toughest game, but we take confidence from playing them just recently, and we also take confidence from the run of form that we're currently in.
And of course, your own form has been fantastic as well. That must be reason enough to want to avoid the game getting called off.
Oh, absolutely. We've worked really hard to get into a rhythm and a run of form. I think now for us in the league, we're 9 unbeaten, six wins and 3 draws, a number of clean sheets along the way. So our form has been good. It's given us a platform to build from, and it's we're making small steps in the right direction, but we are making them in the right direction. We're really working hard to become this high energy, high intensity attacking team. We know exactly what we want to be, and we're working really hard to become that. And we're not there yet, not by any stretch of the imagination, but we're making small steps. And Saturday provides us with another opportunity to make more progress. So, we're really excited about the game, and we're really hopeful that it's a game that will be played.